pretty much been set.
A popular Urbex YouTuber that goes by the name 2Swag decided to go solo into one of the most notorious abandoned hospitals in the world. And while the things he saw were truly terrifying, it was what happened to him that left viewers truly disturbed. He flew across Europe just to see this place, drawn in by rumors of blood-stained floors, underground autopsy rooms, sealed-off tunnels, and even preserved body parts. But his main target was the legendary operating theater, a room said to be frozen in time and locked away for a reason.
As this abandoned operating theater. This room was insane, and if I could find it, it would make everything all worth it.
Trying to avoid being seen by a woman near the main entrance to the hospital, he quickly and quietly jumped the fence.
But she's right there. Are you serious? She's gonna hear me. Scary place.
After managing to find his way in through a boarded-up door, he found his first sign of death.
Active security at this place in the front. So, we have to be very, very quiet. It looks like this was like for medical reasons. There's like a crane here to lower people in. There's even a dead bird here. It's like so clean. What the heck? It's gross.
This hospital stands in the heart of Madrid, covering over 550,000 square feet. Built in the early 1960s, this once state-of-the-art facility was a beacon of medical innovation in Spain. But as technology advanced, the hospital's cutting-edge equipment quickly became obsolete. By 2008, a new hospital had been built to replace it, and this once bustling institution was left behind to rot today. While 2Swag tried to explore deeper into the building, he met a massive roadblock.
Like a whole bunch of stuff right here to stop people like me going in. I thought this was an elevator, but no, it's a huge cabinet right here, completely blocked off. I gotta get through that. But I also have to be very quiet while moving things. This is not breaking and entering, by the way. It's moving and entering. I'm just moving stuff, I'm not breaking anything.
Once he finally squeezed through a gap that he was able to make, he saw something that made him freeze in his tracks.
I made it in, but oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. I have never felt like a heart sink that deeply before. I hate that. It looks so human. Oh gosh. They definitely made this to scare people away. What the heck is this? Blood.
He continued his exploration, but the deeper he went, the more dangerous it became. Every door seemed booby-trapped, stacked with furniture or debris meant to make noise, and cameras that could alert security.
By the way, you guys, opening any door here is a real gamble. There might be an alarm or a camera or something just waiting for you on the other side. Maybe even a security guard. You don't know.
This looks like it was just a patient room.
I think all of these were just patient rooms. I'm gonna keep walking until I find something cool.
After cautiously exploring the ground floor, passing rows of patient rooms and empty labs, he decided to head upstairs. That's when it all went wrong. After nearly an hour of hiding in a closet, he decided to leave. But now the problem was figuring out how to exit without the door slamming shut and attracting attention.
Stop it. I have to slam it. There's no handle. I have to let it go. It's gonna be loud.
Leaving that room was a risk, but he couldn't stop the exploration now. Not after coming this far to see it.
I flew all the way across Europe for this. I am not missing this on the last day.
He quietly made his way to the 4th floor, pushing deeper into the hospital, stepping over medical equipment, until he entered a room and discovered a hint into the past.
What the heck is that on the curtain? I hope that's not what I think it is. Every door in here.
As he left that room to continue, every door he tried was barricaded, as if someone really didn't want anyone getting inside this section of the hospital.
Every door in here is like barricaded by something like. They put lots of stuff in front of all the doors here, so it's hard to get through. I'm gonna go down a floor. Yeah, they put freaking barricades on every single door, so it'll make noise if you go through, not even to lock them.
But while trying to figure a way through the blocked passages, he heard something.
Wait, I just closed it. No. No. If this doesn't work, I'm fucked. Uh-oh. We gotta go. This looks open.
He managed to escape the hallway into another corridor of the hospital. However, it turns out this was a massive mistake.
No, this can't be a dead end. No.
They're coming down.
Every hallway he turned down was a dead end, so he ducked into a restroom and waited, hoping just like last time that they'd eventually give up. But this time he could hear footsteps right outside where he was hiding. After 45 minutes of staying quiet and hiding, he came out and continued his exploration again. But while he was going through equipment, still sitting exactly where it had last been used, he heard some noises from outside and decided to take a peek at where they were coming from.
There's 3. No, don't go back. Yes, at the top. Shh. We've got to leave now. It's so stupid.
The reason 2 Swag was surprised to see 3 guards was because, from what he'd heard, the cameras no longer worked, and the only guard was a tired old man who didn't care much, so it seemed like the perfect opportunity. But it turns out everything he was told was false, and now he's running for his life.
Oh, so stupid. Oh my god, I found it though. Oh god. I found it. They took out the lights, but I found it.
Time was running out, but he still had to risk finding the abandoned operating theater, the very room he had crossed the continent to see. When he found it, the overhead lights had been stripped, and it didn't look exactly like the pictures and videos he had seen. He didn't stay long, as finding his way out was the real priority now.
Dogs.
It's a long ass drop. Ah.
Later, while reviewing his footage, he noticed something in the archived videos of other explorers. There wasn't just one operating theater, there were 2, identical in layout. One had been emptied out, the other was fully intact, untouched. In the chaos of trying to avoid detection, he had chosen the wrong one. He had been only feet away from the real operating room, the room that would have made his entire trip worth it.
Editing this video, I looked at some old footage of other people exploring this place, and I noticed that there are two identical operating rooms right next to each other. One was the one that we saw, with nothing in it, and the other one was the one with everything in it. This means that I was only feet away from seeing the very thing I came all this way to see, and I didn't even know it.
He was lucky to escape this encounter unharmed, and without being arrested. If you were that close to uncovering something this rare, would you go back? Most people spend Halloween night watching horror films or handing out candy. But for Colin Smith, known online as the Bearded Explorer, this was the night he'd been waiting for since childhood. As a full-time urban explorer from Southsea, UK, Colin had seen his fair share of creepy places. But the location he visited this time was different. This house sat in the middle of a cemetery, and no one had lived in it for years. As a child, Colin had heard unsettling stories about this abandoned house from a classmate named Lauren, whose family had once lived there long ago. She spoke of strange noises at night, whispers in the walls, and shadowy figures that stood silently at the foot of her bed. For years, that house haunted Colin's imagination, and now, with only a torchlight and his camera, he was finally going to face it alone. Before reaching the house, he passed by a chapel. The overgrown path made every step feel like a disturbance of the dead, so he made sure to carefully navigate around gravestones.
I'm just trying to negotiate my way. Whoa, what was that? Just trying to negotiate my way through these gravestones. I don't want to walk over any graves, so... here's the chapel. Now, I haven't seen anybody go in or out of here in a very, very long time. I don't think I can get inside here. I'm pretty sure there's another one opposite, but I think that one is actually quite derelict. They used to always have like a fence up around it.
As he walked toward the house, he switched off his torch to avoid drawing attention. It was quite difficult finding the entrance, because the garden had turned wild over time, but eventually he found a way in.
Okay, well, I think this could be my way in. There's a door there. Yes, this is it. Right, let's climb over here. Oh, that's not easy. Okay, we are in. I can smell it already, the smell of decay. Right, let's have a squeeze in. First thing I notice is the ceiling is extremely bad condition. Look at this, there is lava and plaster falling everywhere. Now I'm pretty sure some lava and plaster does actually contain asbestos, so I'm going to try not to walk on too much of that because I don't want to cause any future problems for my health.
He explored the other downstairs rooms and found strange wallpapers and thick solid doors that looked hand-carved. Then, something caught his eye, a mysterious, ornate object, and while he was still looking at it, he heard something behind him.
What on earth is that? Oh my god, I have just got the biggest, like the goosebumps have gone all up the back of my legs and all on my arms. That's horrible. That is really nice. I don't know what that is. It's probably come off one of the old chapels outside. What was that? I don't know if you heard that, but that sounded like a tap, tap, tap. Oh, please don't let there be anyone in here. Oh, don't like this. Okay, there's not. Good. Got a little light switch there.
Trying to stay calm, Colin moved to another room. Then the sound came again, this time louder.
Look how thick they are. Oh God, what the fuck is that? That actually sounded like there was someone upstairs. Hello? Okay, that was horrible. That actually sounded like there was somebody walking around upstairs.
He went upstairs to investigate the cause of the sound.
Oh, I don't like this. I really don't like this. I'm sorry, I'm not talking much. Oh my God, the mirror. The mirror's just fighting the life out of me, and there's a blimmin' loft hatch up there as well.
He kept going, room to room, until he entered the bathroom, and what he experienced next was extremely unsettling.
I think this is the last room. I think it's like a cupboard or something. I know it's the bathroom. Oh, fuck.
Colin didn't wait. He ran out as fast as he could. Whatever it was, he wasn't going to stick around to find out. Because some places, especially ones surrounded by the dead, don't want to be disturbed. Could it have been Lauren's old stories coming to life? Or did Colin uncover something far more terrifying hiding in that house? Yosef Ahmadi and his friend were exploring an abandoned ghost town that had once been used by the Royal Air Force during World War II. A subscriber had tipped them off about the area, and while it was already strange on its own, they came across something far more unsettling. An old, decaying children's school, rumored to be haunted. They crawled through a window to get inside, and the decay was undeniable. But it was something else that caught their attention.
So this is the entry into the school. Not gonna lie, it's really creepy. Holy shit. Guys, as you can see, the way the chairs are set up does not look safe at all.
While they were trying to find their way around broken glasses lying on the floor, they walked into a classroom and discovered some disturbing signs of what may have happened here in the past.
So there's pentagrams on this board all along it. The all-seeing eye. Devil's Child 666. Look at this. There's a bit of redness here. It looks like paint or something. I don't know if it's paint though. Can you focus on it? Guys, does that look like paint or blood? What would you say that is? Does that look like paint or blood to you?
No, there's some here as well, but it's dried up.
They couldn't quite make sense of what they were seeing, but they decided to continue their exploration of the building. However, this was a decision they would come to regret.
See, if someone actually didn't break this, this would actually be worth a lot of money, I'm pretty sure. It would pretty much be intact. So yeah, that's that. Oh, Liam.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was you at first.
My hand started shaking.
Yosef grabbed a stick as a weapon just in case, and followed the noise, hoping to find out what exactly went down in this place or the source of the noises. They continued venturing through the school until Yosef heard something again, but this time it was upstairs.
Yeah. He's scratching and growling. Alien, come. Hello?
As soon as he called out, the noise stopped completely. Naturally, they went to investigate as they wanted, to know if they were alone in here.
For the staircase. Alien, come here. Hello? Bro, it's empty. Guys, there's holes in the floor, so be careful. Yeah, all this missing here.
They thought they might be able to locate the source of the noises, but they came up empty-handed.
There's a glove here. Guys, there's a pearl earring and a ring right beside each other.
The entire time they spent inside, it felt as if something or someone had been watching them. Now they're starting to wonder who arranged those chairs, and the symbols, the sounds, were they random or were they warnings? Because more often than not, when explorers walk into abandoned places, they believe they're the ones watching and observing, but sometimes they are the ones being watched.